Good morning, Peter Goertz. I'm a psychiatrist. Is consciousness based entirely in the brain? Life can be strange, stranger than movies. So maybe consciousness is based entirely in the brain, maybe not. We want to, as psychiatrists, learn from our patients, and we see all kinds of patients telling us all kinds of things about various things they've been through in their lives, even, for instance, encountering a UFO. So again, we want to keep an open mind, in my opinion. And again, learn from the patients. They can teach us a lot. One patient I saw many years ago when I was working on an inpatient psychiatric ward, she may have had headaches, something non-related to psychiatric issues, I think, and they got a CAT scan on her, and about half the brain was missing. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. We looked at the CAT scan, and she was talking normally like any other person. I think she may have come in with depression, I'm not sure. So the brain may not correlate with someone's cognitive functioning, and that was kind of a wake-up call for me. So another example is a patient of mine died, so went into cardiac arrest in the hospital, and he was telling me about that experience, how he left his body and was above everyone else in the room. He could see his wife, whom he had not been able to see in real life because she was obstructed by other people. But he, since he was at the ceiling in the room, he could see his wife and whatever else was going on. So again, we want to listen, and I can't say I can explain that, but again, we want to listen and learn. Another aspect is if you see a patient with dissociative identity disorder, they'll tell you they switch into whichever identity or identities sometimes. And it's interesting to me in this context of what I'm talking about, in that they have the same brain, but different identities. So maybe also different consciousness. So fascinating to me. And if we look at things on a physical level, the atoms and molecules in our brains are constantly being replaced by biochemical processes, so that we're not the same physical person we were yesterday, because the atoms, or many atoms and molecules, have been replaced. But we still have the same, quote, same brain, even though we're not the same, it's not the same physical brain. So the essence of who we are may not be physical, which again is fascinating to me. And the essence and the foundation of science seems to be to keep an open mind. Now, scientists, like all human beings, have egos, or can have egos, and can act based on those egos, and that can close people's minds, unfortunately. So, fascinating topic, in my opinion, what I just talked about with consciousness and the brain. And it seems to me that this world is magical, maybe even so magical that we cannot begin to understand it, but let's enjoy it. Thank you.